Welcome to episode 106 of the OVW podcast, the unofficial podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling. My name is Jack Minogues.
And I'm Brian Hines.
And if you're wondering who this gentleman is sitting in between us today, his name is also Brian. I am now officially the only person here not named Brian with a microphone.
Yes, sir.
Malachi uses his dad's microphone sometimes, but technically his microphone. Brian, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, sure thing. Thank you so much for that intro. My name is Brian Allen. I just started getting into OVW super early this year, right around when the new year hit, and I've just completely fallen in love with it. As a wrestling fan for the past little bit over a decade now, I wanted more of a local presence with wrestling and finding more people around here that love wrestling as much as I do, and OVW has been amazing. So these great guys have let me come onto their show, and I'm ready to get going with you all, man.
No, we're very excited to have you. So I guess you met Brian Hines first.
Yes.
Yeah,
sir.
You guys met at a bar.
Yeah.
And
right down the street.
Well, actually, let's go ahead and tell the story.
Yeah, do it. Please.
After the fan zone on Wednesdays, I like to go to the Burl and just kind of hang out. You know, it's trivia night, and the crowds are usually pretty good. And I ran into somebody that had stopped by to see us at work before, and when he was here, he was talking about the classic WWF calendar that I had hanging up, and we told him about the podcast, and he came in the studio, and so I just happened to run into him by chance, and we were talking about the podcast and the fan zone. And out of nowhere, I hear Brian behind me. He said, "Excuse me, are you guys talking about OVW?" And we were like, "Yes, we are." And you said, I've been trying to find my wrestling people. I know they're out there. I just don't know where they are. And we hit it off right away, and here we are, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad to have you on.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
And then we ran into it. We ran into you. Did we run into you at SmackDown, Brian?
I don't think so.
No,
Were you at SmackDown
I was
recently?
at SmackDown, though, yeah.
When it was here in Lexington?
Oh, yeah. Fantastic show. I was there, yeah. Yep.
We ran into him at the Manchester Music Hall, and then at Courtesy this past weekend as well. And I got to be honest, Brian, like, we all kind of, for lack of a better phrase, like, we all kind of fell in love with you, like, as soon as we met you. And we were like, we got to get this guy on the show.
No,
so
I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Same way the other way around, man. I was like, that's such a genuine offer from you all, and I was like, man, I got to. This is fun. It's just fun. Look how cool this place is, man.
Man, thank you for stopping by. And we hope that you guys will see more of Brian in the future. You know, the seat is always open, depending on how you do today.
Yeah, of course.
The seat is always open.
Yeah. Gotta show out, man.
So let's go ahead and talk about Courtesy Acura. We were all three there this past weekend.
4, actually 5.
I forget. Yeah, now
that is a rare occurrence.
I was there too.
Malachi never comes out ever.
No.
But I wrung his arm basically to make him come out, and he did. I know I can speak for Malachi. It was kind of a shorter show than some of these other house shows. Malachi was very happy about that. He was tapped out about 10 minutes before the show ended, so he was ready to get out of there. But he had fun, I think. Malachi, did you have fun?
I was there too.
Any takeaways, guys? Any takeaways from the Courtesy Acura show this past week?
You go ahead.
I mean, everybody who performed at Courtesy Acura, everybody who was in the ring, everybody who helped set up and tear down, you guys are real troopers, because the weather didn't fully cooperate. It did rain, and I suspect that had something to do with why the show was a little bit shortened. But the rainbow that came out during the show,
that's Malachi's favorite part.
It was really just, a good evening. It was a nice moment. I was able to capture it. I saw a lot of other people did too, and they shared pictures in the fan zone. So it was a great show, and I was glad to be able to make it. What did you think?
Yeah, no, it was just like you said. It was a beautiful environment, even with the rain going on. It almost felt worth it just to get a double rainbow. Really,
yeah,
it was a double,
for an instant. That's right, there was.
Yeah,
all the way across the sky.
Yeah.
But what does it mean?
What does it mean? Yeah, it created just. It was already just a great vibe out there with everyone, and even with the rain, I mean, most everybody stayed. Maybe they got under a tree or got some cover, but As soon as that stopped,
Everybody
everyone
did
was
get
around.
closer for a minute.
Everybody stayed except for the people in that blue food truck. As soon
yeah.
as the
Oh,
first
they were
drops
out.
hit, they bounced.
They're out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing though. It was great, and like you said, shout out to all the staff and wrestlers. It was awesome. Yeah. And
Getting to see wrestling in the rain was like strangely cathartic and cool. Like, because this is the pretense of this whole thing is that these two guys are fighting for money or for glory or for gold, and like football doesn't stop in the rain. War doesn't stop in the rain. So like, why in reality would a fight stop in the rain?
Right.
And there was like this moment where I realized that they weren't going to stop just because it was raining. It wasn't thundering or anything, so everyone was safe. But they weren't going to stop just because it was raining. And I was like, oh, I'm getting to experience like a very unique moment with Ohio Valley Wrestling right now.
Who did we see actually wrestling in the rain? I think the women's match was in the rain.
Stephen Steele's match was in the rain.
Yeah.
Steven and Icon was. That's when it first started pouring
Yeah.
down, and
Yeah.
they didn't lose
They
a
didn't
step,
stop.
didn't lose a beat. Nope.
I hope somebody was
Kept
recording that because that was pretty epic.
Oh, it was
them
awesome.
in the rain.
It was off. They were having more fun.
I
in the
think De
ring.
Niro and Cash Daniels had
Yep.
a match in the rain, or it was
Yeah.
kind
Oh,
of
the
raining.
mat was destroyed. Man.
Yeah.
By the time they started going, it was so wet.
Yeah, I could just see poor Josh's spirit wilting as it rained on the canvas. I'm like, Josh is gonna go home and just have nightmares.
Yeah, Josh Ashcraft was working. He's working ring announcer duty that evening. So yeah, he. I'm sure every time he walked past the ring, having to ring announce, a little part of him died. But
Yeah.
he seemed like he was having good fun. Seemed like everyone was in good spirits. And honestly, like man, like that's why it's so cool. Like meeting other OVW fans, like the way that you guys met, and now that we've all met, is like OVW fans are mostly pretty good people.
Absolutely. There's not been a bad moment since I've been around at, Hot Point in Louisville and any of the house shows in Lexington have gone on and just, being with you all and meeting the fans and on Facebook, it's been, it's just near flawless from what I've seen. It's been flawless from what I've seen. It's been great.
Yeah, and I've said this on this podcast so many times, but it always bears repeating is I've introduced a lot of people to professional wrestling through Ohio Valley Wrestling, and the thing I always said was like, no, this is a music festival, man. This is Bonnaroo. These are people that are here to have a fun time, and they want to make sure you're having a fun time too.
Oh, 100%.
And there's just not a lot of environments like that in this world that we live in, and it's so nice to be a part of one.
Yeah.
So nice to be a part of one.
No, 100%.
So there is something, not all, I guess, puppies and rainbows or whatever, ponies and rainbows, that came out this past week that I think that before we delve too much into the show proper, that since we are an OVW podcast, the unofficial podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling, we gotta kind of talk about this. This came out through Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful Select, Kentucky native Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful Select, and then was aggregated by
Cultaholic.
Cultaholic, yeah, not the one,
Not the other one.
not the other one, the other one.
The national brand, as they used to say.
Is basically there is another wrestling organization in Louisville.
Probably a few, but one in particular was the subject.
One
of
in
the
particular
article.
was in the subject of this one. I know those guys at that federation. They are nice people. I'll say that. But it's been a long-standing rule in Ohio Valley Wrestling that if you are that you're free to go wrestle for other federations. You're free to go do whatever you
indie
want.
promotions.
But it cannot be in Louisville, and it can't be. I think the way that I've always heard it put is televised in Kentucky, right? Televised in the Louisville area.
Well, any place, because they also are televised like up in Wisconsin. So
Right.
basically, if you're in a place where OVW is seen on terrestrial air, they don't want you working promotions based in those cities.
And that's what this reporting from Sean Ross Sapp and this aggregation through Cultaholic suggested. Not suggested, plainly said. Al Snow.
I had a quote from.
Do you mind to read it for me?
Yes, I do, because I don't have it right in front of me. Hang
Then
on
I
just a
can
second.
kind of
Paraphrase?
it. Basically, he
Hang
says.
on, I got it.
Please.
I'll have it in a second here.
Well, do you want me to paraphrase it or not? Come on now.
All right.
Come on, man.
It has come to my attention. Wait, this is Al Snow talking. Give me a second. It has come to my attention that several OVW talent are working this show being held 15 minutes away from Davis Arena. I thought I had made it clear that one ask that was made of all talent it was not to work where OVW TV went, especially in the same town. This is not done for some petty reason, but merely business. OVW heavily invests in talent via TV, etc., for the sole purpose of building said talent into an attraction to the benefit of both talent and promotion. It is not fair for another promotion to reap the benefits of said investment with no investment of their own. Talent who continue to take these bookings will either no longer be invested in by OVW going forward or be utilized to elevate and invest in talent who are willing to agree to conducting business in a professional manner. I really hope that this clears up any and all ambiguity on this matter for everyone. If not, feel free to contact me, etc., etc. Thank you all, Al Snow.
First things first, this has been a rule at OVW for a long time. This is not a new thing. This is not something that popped up because Morley Sports Management got involved. It's not anything that popped up because there's a new federation in Louisville, that's running shows. This is a long-standing rule of Ohio Valley Wrestling. I won't name names, but I will tell you for a fact, there are wrestlers on that roster right now who have gotten in trouble for this very thing to the detriment of their Ohio Valley Wrestling careers. This is not a new rule, and it is an enforced rule. Moving forward, the names of the competitors in common between the wrestlers in common between the two federations are pretty easy to find. You guys are smart. I'll leave that up to you to do. I'm not going to name any names. But there are people that you recognize. There are people that are very prominent in Ohio Valley Wrestling that are are wrestling for this other federation. I hope that this warning doesn't fall on deaf ears, because this is a very real, true warning. Like I said, there are people on the roster right now that you recognize that have gotten in trouble for breaking this rule in the past.
And maybe on the verge of it again.
And potentially on the verge of seeing other people do it again. This could potentially mean huge shakeup in Ohio Valley Wrestling, at least from like the moment that we sit in right now to in the future. And it may not. It may all be for naught. But for it to go out through Sean Ross Sapp, the wrestling journalist, and Cultaholic, not my favorite aggregators, but a huge aggregator, this is a big deal. And Al means business. And more importantly, we all now know about it. We all now get to talk about it. It's all out in the open. What do you guys think about this? I'm not even going to say decree, request from Al Snow. He doesn't say don't go work them. He just tells quite plainly what's going to happen if you continue to do it. What do you guys think?
Do you have any thoughts? Because I could start.
Shoo-wee, that's you go ahead.
I mean, as far as my take on this goes, it's pretty short and sweet. You don't bite the hand that feeds. You don't piss off the boss. It's a simple ask. It's not anything major. It's not like you're asking for a kidney or some kind of organ transplant. It seems pretty cut and dry. I hope nobody gets in trouble, but, everybody's free to make their own choices and do what they feel is best for them. And if that's the case, then I guess we'll just see how things shake out. But I mean, it seems pretty cut and dry to me. What do you think?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. I think Al went about it in a great way, where it wasn't even a very menacing or threatening way. Like you do this, you're done. Like dry and cut. It's just if you do this, you have free will, right? You can go do what you want. Here are the consequences. I'm not gonna play games about it. I am your boss. I am this is the company you're with, and you do owe them a certain amount of transparency with that, and just respecting their time, assets, the resources they put into you. So I agree. No, it's pretty cut and dry. Yeah.
I tend to agree. Like, for me, philosophically, this is a hard one because, the only thing you have to sell is your labor, and, you should be able to sell it wherever you want. Mm-hmm. Having said that, Ohio Valley Wrestling is, the place to be right now, and, wrestling is a world of revolving doors. It's a world of change. There's no guarantee that any other wrestling federation is going to exist past 1 to 2 shows. And I think that ultimately, like you said, no, you have free will. You can do whatever you want, but here are the consequences. You've got to decide, you've got to decide long term, you've got to decide short term what's best for you and what's best for where you sell your labor. And no matter what happens, I sincerely hope that everyone involved comes out happier and better on the other side.
Absolutely.
But this is a precarious situation and an interesting one to watch if you're a fan of Ohio Valley Wrestling. So I did want to, before we kind of got into the show proper, I think that was worth mentioning and kind of talking about.
There is one more story, as I understand it.
I got that. We'll
I am going to dust off the old PG-13 sign, and I'm going to hold it up. I'm going to have it back here. I'm not going to hold it up, but I am going to have it ready. Yeah. But let's get into this penetrating bit of journalism.
So, also, Al Snow got a big fat marital aid.
Yeah. I was going to say portfolio of products.
Did you say porkfolio?
All right, guys. If you got kids, this is going to be PG-13. If you got kids, earmuffs. Fast forward about a minute. Al Snow's got a dildo now.
Marital aids.
Dildo. It's a dildo. It's the Aldo, actually. That's what it's called.
Okay.
An Aldo.
Yeah, that's what the name on the box is.
Really?
I'm not an expert in such things. It doesn't look very comfortable. But like I've also seen a lot of strange things for purely research purposes. I've also seen a lot of strange things in my time, so maybe somebody likes it. I don't know. But it has feet.
Feet. There's something for everybody.
It's weird, man. It's a weird little.
So yeah, we did hear about this, but I have not seen any evidence of it. Although I did hear word was that it came in glow in the dark. Is that?
I did not know it came in glow in the dark, but looking at the material, again, research purposes, looking at the material, I'd say it probably glows in the dark.
Fancy.
Okay.
And it is meant to be used in dark places, so that would be helpful.
What does everybody want?
Dildos.
All right, I think that's a minute.
Well, I do have one question though. Could you do a little bit of producing on the fly? Just again,
Maybe.
last time for research purposes. How much does this thing cost?
Oh God, I don't know.
Just type in Aldo on Google. It won't do anything.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah,
Yes.
It won't mess with your algorithm or
I'm
anything.
sure it won't.
Like it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Brian Hines, he's taking your spot this week. Do you mind to tell us where we can find the OVW superstars during the OVW summer tour here? It'd be right there on your paper.
No, absolutely, yeah. That's a good amount of dates we got going up. Of course, we got every Thursday, OVW. 6 feet, 6:15, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah, doors open at 6:15. Shows Overdrive
The pre-taping, right? Yeah.
starts at 6:30. Yeah, and then proper show at 7.
At 7, yeah. Every Thursday at Hot Point Davis Arena. You got to be there. It's amazing. I love being there. It's worth the trip every time. Then you got Dainty Fest at the Merriweather. That's in Louisville, July 26, 2020. Saturday, yeah.
So
July 26th. Okay.
Do you know what this is? Dainty, do you know what this is?
Yeah, I don't. Is that the one that was supposed to be by White Castle?
No, that's a different one. This is an actual.
I can't wait for that.
That one's gonna be great.
I can't wait to see you guys try to explain dainties. Go ahead.
These dates are. Oh, man.
So it's basically like a metal rod, and then you have to use the metal rod to hit a rod that's on the ground to try to pop it up and then hit
Pop a ball up, right? Or
Is it a ball or a stick?
Or is it? I can't remember. I've only seen this done once and didn't know what it was a year ago.
Really?
No.
It's some weird Louisville thing that they do once a year, and you're not supposed to practice for it. And it's I think there's some sort of charitable element to it. But OVW will be at the Dainty Fest.
Well, that's awesome. Amazing. Okay. Then we'll have the Marion County Event Center in Lebanon, Kentucky, August 2nd, 2025. Then at the Bluegrass Sportsplex in Elizabethtown on August 29th. And then Bonus Pence Longport in Indiana. That's September 6th. And then LaPorte Civic Auditorium Laporte. These are some venues.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some
yeah.
tongue
Oh,
twisters
yeah.
on these. I'm like,
I
wait
don't know
a
that you
minute.
should have dropped this on him, having never really read these
The
before.
Laportatorium.
Oh, you trained with me on the
venues are
radio. You know
great.
how I like to do this. You know how I like to do
These
this.
venues are great. No, this is a great exercise to get it going. I love this. No, that's awesome. Yeah, so in the Owensboro Events Center in Owensboro, that'll be November 1st. And then we have the Jungle Gym's Oscar Events Center in Fairfield, Ohio. That'll be on Fairfield in November 21st. Thank you.
You're one to correct people on how they pronounce things back there. There's also what do they call it? Fight night.
Fight night on August 17th.
Right.
That is a Sunday.
So let's talk about that for a moment. Sure. Looks like we're trying to move Saturday night specials to Sunday night at OVW. What do you guys think? How do you guys think that's going to work?
I've seen some people, of course, expressed a little bit of distaste on the Facebook group, the OVW Fan Zone. And, super fair, because there's a lot of people that come out of town from all over. And just learning this past week, you were giving me a little bit of lore at the Acura show about, people are coming from, Wisconsin, Michigan, all over Ohio and stuff where you're from.
Yeah.
And they weren't the happiest about it, which is fair. Of course, traveling that far on a weekend, you like to be out by Friday, be at your event on Saturday.
I
and,
didn't even
back
think
home.
of that. That's a great point.
Yeah. Sunday night, I can ask for a lot. For me, I'd make the trip. I'd love to just be around these whenever, but I'm a lot more free than a lot of people. Single, no kids. A lot of people got a lot more responsibility going on, and it's understandable with their distaste for that. But that's just kind of how I saw it. But how about you?
Yeah, back in the 20th century, where I'm from, pay-per-views and, I guess premium live events now used to be on Sunday evenings from 7 to 10 or 7 to 11. Actually, they started at 2 hours from 7 to 9 or 8 to 10, something like that. Then they got bigger and bigger and bigger. But then I feel like at some point in the last few years, they got smart and moved them to Saturday because they got to be so big. And, if you couldn't make it to whatever show it was you wanted to see, what would you do? You would invite your friends over. Mm-hmm. And you would have your own party. You would have a party where all your friends would get together and watch. My brother and I did that for every single pay-per-view when he was in high school and I was in early college. And we had a great time every single time. And you brought up a very good point about people who travel for these things. They like to leave on Friday, get settled into their hotel that evening if they're making a long enough trip, and then do some sightseeing Saturday, go to the show that they traveled to see, and then go back to their hotel, rest up, and maybe have a big breakfast and get back out on the road. But the Sunday thing kind of throws a wrench into those works. So if that was, what you are used to, you might have to switch gears a little bit. Mm-hmm. But and like you said, you're a lot more free than some other folks. So if you've got a full-time job and a career or a family or something like that, and there's school on Monday, it might be a little bit of a problem. But this one is on Sunday, so we'll see how this one goes. And like they say in wrestling, cards subject to change. So who knows? Maybe they'll be back on Saturdays at some point. But for now, Fight Night is on August 17th, and that is a Sunday night. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the night after your birthday. Is that right?
Two nights.
Two nights.
But I will be celebrating my birthday. Ohio Valley Wrestling gave my birthday gift to me early because I'll be getting to see Kal Herro and Jamin Olavencia on that weekend. So I'm very excited to see that, run that back. Some of the best matches from 2024. Jamin and Cal, obviously. So very excited to run that back. For me, the Saturday night, Sunday night thing is very interesting because WWE basically landed on Sunday nights. Wrestling basically landed on Sunday nights because Saturday night used to be boxing night. And we are very, very, very far removed from boxing being the biggest pay-per-view draw. Right now, the two biggest pay-per-view draws are owned by the same company. The first one is WWE. Second one is, of course, UFC. So we're living in a different kind of landscape for wrestling pay-per-views. Wrestling pay-per-views are the biggest moneymaker in all of pay-per-view. I hate to see Saturday night go. if that's the direction that they go in. I think there's something just so cool about stacking in a Davis Arena packed on a Saturday night. You know, I think that's such a cool feeling, and I've had so much fun doing that over the past couple of years, and even prior to this podcast, being able to go up there on Saturday nights. But the pay-per-view market is just like it's not even wide open. It's wrestling dominated. So anything that you can do to piggyback on that, if you're Ohio Valley Wrestling, do it. Now, maybe it doesn't work and they move back to Saturdays. I don't know. But I think that this is kind of yet another example of the consistent changes that we've been seeing in Ohio Valley Wrestling as they try to continue to legitimize themselves and they try to continue to expose themselves to an international market. Sunday nights just make sense. But, I also woke up from a nap at 2:30 in the afternoon to watch a pay-per-view on a Saturday at 3 p.m. this past week. So, all bets are off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All bets are off with pay-per-view times.
I'm pretty sure our friends in Connecticut will one day just have a premium live event that goes 24/7. Like, crowds will just kind of come and go from this arena. It'll just be wrestling all the time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way they want it.
That is no off season, not even no off air. Just stay here all the time and watch wrestling.
That's certainly the way they want it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're getting there. Just this past weekend alone,
Wasn't there like 8 pay-per-views that are WWE alone?
SmackDown, All In. That's the AEW show, of course, and then all of the stuff around the AEW show, the Ring of Honor stuff. Saturday Night Main Event, Evolution, and then back to Raw on Monday. WWE dominated. Well, I won't say dominated. All In was really good. All In was really, really good. But they were on for 4 days straight. And then we can extend that. Today's a Tuesday night. What comes out on Tuesday? NXT.
Yeah.
That's 5 effing days in a row that WWE is running wrestling.
And then tomorrow.
What's tomorrow? Oh, well, Wednesday.
The Fan Zone, baby.
Oh, that's our thing. That's our thing.
Well, yeah, to me, that's just as big a thing as any of these other people.
You know what? I love your enthusiasm, and I correct myself. Me too. It is
Us and the hundreds of people who watch us.
It's the biggest thing in the world.
Us and the hundreds of people who watch us and the dozens who actually pay attention.
And, there's only one of those is my mom. There's only one, that makes me feel pretty good that there's more than just one view, because I know it would be my mother. It would be like 4 views. It would be like my mom, me, and Heinz.
Yeah.
Every view counts.
Every view counts.
It really does.
So I'll take it. I'll take it.
Of course.
I guess we've kind of had a wider opening of the show than we usually do, but we have good company, so there's no problem with that. We'll take a break real quick. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, folks. This is Tiny Brian here, and this break is really short. It's this short. Now back to the OVW podcast already in progress.
All right.
Someday maybe we'll be able to add some other pre-recorded ads in that moment, just in case anybody wonders why we take breaks and we don't actually take breaks.
I'm just super relieved that didn't turn into a plug for the Aldo.
No.
Hey, how much does the Aldo cost, by the way?
I'm not sure it's for sale.
I'll do it on my own phone.
So there's an Aldo type thing.
I found ads. I found Al's post about it, but it didn't list a price. I think someone literally just kind of did it and gave it to him.
All right, let's see here.
Which is interesting.
I might know a little bit more of where to go on the internet to find these type of things. Let's see.
You sounded a lot like Beetlejuice when you said that.
I might know a little bit more about these type of things.
Malachi really wants to talk, but he talked himself out of it.
You said what I was going to say.
Oh, wow.
So Al Snow, DILDO.
This has been a long 60 seconds to skip over this talk.
69 seconds, actually.
Brian Hines, take us away on our first match. I'm doing a little research.
Well, we start this week's episode of Rise with a ladies' match, a women's match between Angelica Risk and Rachel Leigh.
Oh, God.
Actually, we've seen quite a few ladies' matches start off the OVW Rise here in the last month or so, if I remember right. And we've seen an awful lot of Angelica Risk and Rachel Leigh here in the past month or so, this summer.
I think I'm actually grossed out.
Okay, Chapman. We'll put it on the internet later.
Do your own research.
Join us in the breakdown,
Like,
please.
the company that makes them calls them Kildos. That's not good.
Jackman Oaks is joining our program already in progress.
That's not good. Kildos? That's not good.
Okay, Rachel Leigh and Helica Risk. What do you think?
Okay, so I do have a couple opinions on this.
Okay.
We start the match, right? And it's like, oh, it's a show opening match with Angelica Risk and Rachel Ray. Rachel Ray can't buy a win to save her life the past few weeks, right? Angelica Risk in these show opening matches has been
On fire.
amazing. No exception here. She was great here. But, I kind of was like, I know what I'm in for here. Then I start watching the match, and I said, oh, I had no idea what we were in for here. This was incredibly physical. This was Rachel Leigh's best showing to date.
So far, yes.
And
Absolutely.
this version of Angelica Risk, where I think there was a little bit of instruction to come out a little nastier, a little meaner, a little bit more aggressive, and then Rachel Leigh's obviously just like not she's got big like sweetheart energy.
Oh,
She's
absolutely.
easy to like.
Sure.
And Angelica Risk is just beating the tar out of her.
Oh, yeah.
Just beating the living tar out of her.
Want to see an example of it?
Yeah, please.
That sounds great.
Rachel Leigh basically prone, getting drug around by the hair. Angelica Risk knows where to find the camera, getting her hands.
Now, this
Now
is
watch
something
this.
new for me.
She's a show off. She was going
Yeah.
crazy. She was having fun.
Yeah, look at
was.
this. This is
Having
my
fun.
favorite. Is that she gives them a little cherry on top.
That's Matthew Barry's favorite too.
That's right.
Absolutely.
But do we have how many clips do we have here? Just two?
Just one. Yeah, this and the finish.
I
So.
want to see the finish because
Finish was nice.
this
Yeah, that was something.
Nice.
was amazing.
So we
This was
start with a 619.
and we all know we think where this is going because we've seen it before.
Actually, it's the 515, but yeah.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
the same thing.
Rachel Leigh's
One thing
down
I
on the-
noticed about Angelica Risk is, generally when you think of somebody giving or getting a chop, it is right here above the sternum. Angelica Risk plays by her own rules. She will chop whatever the F she wants,
wherever.
wherever. Like just above the kidneys and the abdomen. You stick your butt out there, that's going to get it too. Just zero F's given.
Oh, 100%.
No, I'm really I like Angelica Risk kind of
Look
like
at that camera angle right there.
it's great, man. I like Angelica Risk the babyface. Grind this version of Angelica Risk down into dust, boil it over a spoon, and inject it straight into my veins. I want to see this version of Angelica Risk every week, or at least as many weeks as we can see her.
That finish right there.
That was so nice.
So we have like a Hurricane Rana into
Into a roll-up.
Just into
into
a
the
roll-up.
small package.
A hurricane roll-up.
And Rachel Leigh, when she comes off of realizing that she's gotten this pin, is obviously like, well, I didn't think that would work.
Yeah, if you look at the last second of the clip here, I'll try to pause it. After she wins, she stands up and she's like, holy crap. She grabs her head in the way wrestlers do when they're super excited.
It almost reminds me of when Adam Revolver beat Cash Daniel that first time.
That is true.
Not a bad
He
call.
he was totally surprised, like, oh my God, I can't believe I pulled that straight out of my behind.
Oh, man.
No, and honestly, there's a lot of women's division storyline happening in and around the title picture right now. If Angelica Risk is available, let's see Rachel Leigh and Angelica Risk back to back. I want to see this match again. I want to see what else these two women have in store for each other.
Yeah.
And honestly, I love the women's division. Women's division is super strong, always has been in the time that we've been covering this. But one thing right now that is kind of a detriment to the women's division is that all of the storyline is taking place in and around the title. I think just a nice little match like this, a nice series of matches like this, a little feud, little undercard, mid-card feud for the women's division. Rachel Leigh and Angelica Risk has the juice. Let's do it if we can. I know Angelica can be. I know she sometimes has trouble getting to OVW or whatever. But
She's
a busy lady.
she's from the Southwest, right?
Oh, man.
So I know she's a busy lady, and I know that she takes what we've been told is basically, she gets there as much as she can. But if she can get there all the time, this is a ready-made feud. Just two opposite energies. Looks great on camera. The comparison between the two looks great on camera. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I might need a fact check on this, but ask and you shall receive. I'm pretty sure for Rise, they threw that on the card. They're going to have them run it back.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. Just
Are they?
today, yeah.
Wow,
I might
okay.
need a fact check on that. But I know they're having a few.
Tiny Brian.
Yeah.
Produce.
He couldn't even find the price of the Aldo.
I know there's a few women's matches going on that will be for qualify for a triple threat, I believe, against Freya.
Sweet. Yeah. Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah,
Because
that'll be one of them.
We are right around the corner from a pay-per-view
Confirmed.
again.
As of 3 hours ago, we have Angelica Risk versus Rachel Lay.
Yes.
Sophia
Nice
Rose
work.
versus Tegan Thorne.
Yes.
And lovely Miss Larkin versus the Marionette Noel. We may have to go to friggin' Louisville
I'm
tomorrow.
sold just for that set of matches, just that.
No, that would be that's all. That's about all I want, really. Those are 3 matches I really want to see.
And we're gonna get more just to help it, like to have even a better night, like.
Oh yeah.
That's
And
gonna
you
be
can
nice.
hear us
That's
talk
gonna
about
be
each
nice.
one of them tomorrow evening on OVW Fan Zone live on the OVW YouTube channel.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I'm glad they're rerunning this one back. I think
Yeah,
there's
as they should.
I think there's a lot of meat on the bone still. So that's very exciting. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah,
Glad you said that.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
About 2 of the first, Jaden Rose got a kid now. Well, we know he had like 80 kids or whatever, but like he's got a kid now, and this is his I thought kayfabe child, but they're actually related, Brian Hines.
Yeah. Yeah, that is his actual son. There are 101 De Niros, and Tommy Boy De Niro is one of them.
No,
Honest to God.
I like him. Big energy.
Oh yeah. Oh, energy's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big
Ringside, it's been
energy.
great.
Yeah, I liked him. So good, and honestly, I like that this is a fresh path for Jay De Niro, the character of Jay De Niro too.
Yeah.
This is just more of knowing that maybe the Tony Evans thing he's gonna come back to Tony Evans eventually.
Yeah, I'm sure that they still have some unfinished business, but like you said, it is great to see this new side of Jay De Niro. Up until this point, during our time as podcasters, we've seen the enforcer, the hitman, strong, quiet, loaded baked potato glove, ready to get business taken care of whenever it comes up. But now we have something completely different. The father-son dynamic. Tommy Boy is super enthusiastic, and he's got
Happy to be there.
Yeah, super happy to be there. He's got to kind of calm him down a little bit. Everybody's shoes are on point. Everybody
Yes,
looks
they are.
sharp.
Oh, that was great.
So that
They actually did. They
Yeah.
look fantastic together.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Jay to break into some dad jokes. I need some dad joke De Niro.
Dad joke De Niro. It's
do
happening.
you think that's really it?
I think it's coming. yeah.
I think if it does, it's going to be all Al, because he's the king of the.
Oh, he is, yeah, but I want to see him in Jay's mouth, and so to speak.
What, the Aldo?
As soon as
hard
I
pass,
said it-
party of one.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to make this, and I'm gonna have to put the.
I have not
tag
even
on
said
this.
anything remotely gross yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
I'm here for this rabbit hole with you on this subject. I'm here for it, man. I'm with you on this.
Oh man, there are so many.
The Aldo's
easy-
also in that rabbit hole for you.
There is tons of low hanging fruit here that I am not going to touch.
The low hanging fruit actually cost extra.
You guys better be glad that I stopped myself because I was about to get real gross. I think you guys hanging fruit.
Yes.
You guys can put it together out
That's,
there.
that's a preemptive. Huh?
Haven't had one of those in a minute. But yes, we love the De Niros.
Yes, we do. So, about 2 of the evening proper is Drew Hernandez with Tony Evans. Tony Evans comes out, we're champion in our all that stuff.
Yeah, he hit him with. He hit referee Dallas with the Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, he did.
That
He
was
called him Peter
hilarious.
Dinklage.
He does kind of have Dinklage hair, our referee with
Kind
the good
of.
hair.
And like nose.
Sure.
And height.
No, I mean, I wasn't going to go there, but I don't think I like Peter Dinklage anymore. I think I lost all respect for Peter Dinklage.
I kind of think I did. There's a Snow White story. Go look it up.
Yeah, I
But,
think that's 100% why. I don't think I messed with
Okay,
Peter
I don't know what
Dinklage.
this is, and I don't think I need to know. At
He
least
didn't-
not right
let's-
now.
He didn't want any other real little person actors to be in the movie. He wanted to be the only one.
What?
yeah, the rest are regular actors who got CG'd into being dwarves.
Well, that's not how that works.
We're well aware.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a deduction
I think,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Deduct points for Peter Dinklage for that one, but give him 2 points for being in the Toxic Avenger reboot. He needs.
Oh, we need to talk to Miss Becky about that.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, I know.
Okay.
Anyway, Drew Hernandez and Tony Evans. Tony Evans are like, let's champion in the ring, and Parker Lee comes out. We've seen Parker Lee a couple times. Boy looks good.
Yeah.
Boy's got a great body.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ripped.
100%.
And a pretty extensive offensive skill set as well. I think that he was a real standout in that match a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago at this point with Donovan, where Donovan just kind of threw
yeah.
him around the
Yeah.
entire time. I'm looking forward to seeing him. Looking forward to seeing more of him. We've got a backing track today.
Just go on.
Sweet. We have impromptu musical guests.
And it's not the band that usually plays behind us.
I know.
Well,
They're
there's a
actually
usual
getting
band.
good.
There's a usual band.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3. We record in a storage unit, so there's like always stuff going on back here.
Yeah.
So, Malachi, can you run the clips? Let's see. Do you know how to do that?
I think I do.
Okay, let's do it. Let's see. Let's see our first clip of Parker Lee versus Drew Hernandez here.
If I can find the.
I'm loving. I said this last week. I'm loving Drew Hernandez as the
The
brawler.
enforcer.
Yeah, not. He's going in there and throwing fists. He's going there and slamming people down. He looks. He's more akin to Omar and Luscious at their real job than he is like a wrestler at this point.
What was it? I know I've seen it here relatively recently, and I can't remember whether it was this week, but somebody held up a sign with the Applebee's logo, and it just said, work called, you were late for your shift.
Yeah. No, I think that was last week. But no, I'm like he's so he's legitimately intimidating. Drew Hernandez is
He is.
Yeah.
Big guy.
and I love just seeing him as the brawler that he is. And I think I said this last week, but while we're on the subject, Jay De Niro and him are so diametrically different, and it makes Tony Evans. It allows him to kind of exist in the same spot, but give him a whole new, fresh paint a coat.
It does.
Or a coat of paint.
No, paint a coat.
Okay. Y'all want to see Drew Hernandez in his
Yes, please.
duties here?
Absolutely. The man bun looks great.
Oh yeah.
Rocking it.
I've never been intimidated by a man bun before that one.
His shit, his lines are good too.
Oh,
man.
it's
He's
great.
taking care of that stuff.
He's
He about knocked
That's
Parker
clean.
Lee in the next week.
yeah,
Yeah, just Parker doing everything he
oh,
can.
he just ate that and then
And Hernandez was like, would you just go out of here, please?
he ate it and gave it back. That was crazy.
And Parker Lee is extremely quick and extremely athletic.
He's
And
got a martial arts background, doesn't he?
I believe so. And I always love just extremely quick, extremely athletic, kind of technical wrestler guys versus bigger brawlers. That's one of my favorite styles of
Oh,
matches.
it's so fun.
Yeah, dude, it's
so
fun. Let's go ahead and see the pin here, please. Drew Hernandez, hair down. Parker Lee with the kip up. Looks like he has a moment of momentum here. In the corner, Drew Hernandez wobbling. Parker Lee out on the side of the ring. Big
Super kick.
insecurity.
It's nice.
And the
Clothesline.
lariat.
Took his head
Good
clean
Lord, he did.
off.
It was disgusting.
Turning Parker Lee
He wasn't
completely
done yet,
inside
though.
out.
He was not done.
And then, golly, big time slam on Parker Lee. Had him in the rafters there, basically.
Yeah.
Doesn't even bother to get the shoulders. Just, I'll hold your wrists. You're going to stay down.
Doesn't need to.
Yep.
No, really good stuff from Drew Hernandez this week. Non-title bout is bout 3 of the evening here. I think this is one that people had circled. Lovely Miss Larkin versus Freya the Slaya. I think we knew after last week's television show, Independence Rage, that this is where we would be headed toward. is lovely Miss Larkin coming out and attacking Freya, basically to defend the honor of her friend Sophia Rose, who has recently lost the women's title.
And was not in attendance this past Thursday.
But you mentioned will be on the card next week. Brian Allen did.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this match here?
What'd you think?
Respect to Miss Larkin for, standing up for her friend. She's just pouring so much emotion into just being who she is. And it goes from the minute she comes out, and no matter how the fight goes, if it doesn't go her way, if it does go her way, it's same energy every time. And it comes off just every match she has. And then Freya, she's just she earns that title. She has the look. She walks the walk, talks the talk, all of it. She doesn't play around. So no, it was a good match. It was emotion. There was emotion here because you're just thinking of Sophia the whole time, and she took that tombstone, and it was crazy.
It was brutal, man.
It was crazy. So respect to Larkin. But it was a good match too, though. Mostly just that emotion. It really drove it for me.
Brian Hines?
Yeah. I mean, you knew that lovely Miss Larkin was going to be fired up because her friend Sophia Rose lost the title and was potentially seriously injured. We don't know the extent of that because Sophia Rose wasn't there, but you knew what you were getting when you saw that lovely Miss Larkin was on the card, and the fact that she has a score to settle on behalf of her friend with Freya the Slaya. You knew that she was going to pull out all the stops. And even more, I wouldn't necessarily say unhinged, but the trauma train was rolling just a little bit faster, a little bit more furious than it normally is.
Mm-hmm. For me, I think that this is such another great addition in the book that Freya is writing right now about this chapter, or about this character that she's playing. She's dark, she's mean, and it's funny because, you watch these commercials, and she's in every single one of these commercials during OVW.
Yeah.
And she's she really has made herself quite the woman around town in Louisville.
Yeah.
But then you see the Arctic Amazon, and she is a completely different person. It's so fun to watch. She's so brutal. Lovely Miss Larkin is always fantastic to see on screen. She is a presence on television. She's a presence live. She's a presence everywhere she goes.
A couple of them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But kind of leading her out to have this match with Freya here, I think kind of obvious that Freya was going to take away the victory. But how long this match went on, how brutal it was, how much Larkin fought from underneath, and then Freya really having to pull out all the stops on Larkin to take home the victory here, I thought did a lot for Larkin as well, even though Freya was the one that took the victory.
Oh, for sure.
Do we have any clips here?
Oh, sure.
Freya's trying to catch her breath ringside.
Oh, man.
Maybe she was lying a little bit, trying to
Playing possum.
Playing possum.
That's it.
Big boot to Larkin. And then on the attack. Freya's on the attack. And this stuff like this right here, this is out of the Lovely Miss Larkin playbook. This is Freya coming to Lovely Miss Larkin's level and saying, hey, you think you're the only one to crawl on top? Start hitting me, start coming down with clubbing blows. No, I can do it to you, and I can do it better because I'm bigger and I'm the champion.
Yeah.
How's that even possible? She doesn't have an invisible knife.
She don't need one.
I guess.
She has a visible hand.
That is true.
That's deduction.
And then, of course, because Freya has actually been so great with Lovely Miss Larkin and the Lovely Miss Larkin character, whether it be the invisible knife or any of the other accoutrement that comes with Lovely Miss Larkin, she rips up the face mask.
I know.
Yeah.
And that's ultimately kind of what gives her the momentum to do the victory. And Freya, this version of Freya, one of the reasons that I've enjoyed it so much is not only is she really straightforward, badass, and cool, but she's willing to do this Lovely Miss Larkin stuff, which she shouldn't be doing at all.
Right.
But it works every time.
Does.
It works. It works so well, and I love it. Honestly, Freya had a great champion, or not Freya. Sophia had a great championship run.
Oh yeah.
Give her a couple weeks off. Put some distance in between Sophia Rose and Lovely Miss Larkin. Let Lovely Miss Larkin breathe a little bit. Maybe build somebody up to, maybe join Freya's side. Let's run all sorts of Lovely Miss Larkin, Freya, Sophia, whoever else is involved. Let's run that over the next, course of the next few months or so.
We still have plenty of summer left.
Yes, plenty of summer left. I'm very partial to Lovely Miss Larkin, and I think Sophia's not going to lose any momentum by not being on TV. I know she's already coming back to TV, but usually I don't know the cards by the time we record this. Sophia's not going to lose any momentum by being off of TV. She's already a star. She's cemented a star. I want to see Lovely Miss Larkin breathe a little bit. Let's see Lovely Miss Larkin breathe a little bit.
I couldn't agree more. Could not agree more.
Let's talk about our next.
Hang on.
We have another. I'm sorry.
You haven't seen the finish yet. So look at that. Actually, I did not get the finish this time because I wanted to show this. So this was after the first choke slam from Freya the Slayer. We get this little movement out of Lovely Miss Larkin. Kind of just
Relatable.
sits up and screaming.
That's
It's
fire.
Yeah.
very kind of shades
fire.
of The Undertaker, I thought.
Oh, absolutely.
That's like almost me every
Rose
morning
up.
when it's time to go to work.
It's a resurgence.
Look at Freya. She's like, I'm going to stand over here, and here she comes.
Oh
And
yeah.
not on the concrete.
This one was rough.
That's harder than the hardest part of the ring. There's very little padding out there.
Yeah, that's why I thought I would get that clip rather than the actual finish, because it does go one more choke slam and then
Yeah,
the finish. But
back to back.
I think that's probably the most dramatic moment of the ending sequence there.
Absolutely.
I agree. Who do we have? I kind of have an assumption that the person who takes the belt off of Freya will probably be Sophia down the road. Is there anybody else other than Freya or other than Larkin and Sophia right now that you guys see as a viable challenger for Freya's title?
What do you think?
I had a thought after poor Larkin had to take the double choke slam pretty much back to
Triple.
back. Yeah, triple actually. I think the ladies are gonna have to. They're gonna do some game plan, like drawing board and see who can take on Freya. Just a beast, a monster. She's QB1. She's a QB1 type
I
of
love it. Yeah.
type of individual in any company. It could be any industry, any company.
And we no longer have like a J-Rod
Oh yeah, gone.
that we
See,
can
right now. They're not.
that we can say.
They don't
Oh,
have
this
that force right now to take
we
that
don't
on.
have we don't have
They don't-
another like force.
Yeah,
Right.
they
QB1. I love that. That's a great call.
QB1 for sure.
Great
has
call.
that type of just everything to her. Hines, how do you think? Who do you think? They got a drawing board.
Go
to
as
the
far as the
drawing board,
women's
think of some-
division
yeah.
goes, I'm kind of at a loss right now because, like you said, we don't have J-Rod. The landscape of the women's division has changed greatly over the course of the last year, and there are a lot of people that had been such a big part of OVW that aren't there anymore. Hollywood Haley J is no longer with OVW. Tiffany's gone. Layla's gone.
The Bad Girls Club in general is really
Yeah, Hannah gone.
not gone. Ellie, we haven't seen her in months.
That's true.
Poor Hema.
Yeah, no, bring him back.
this-
I loved him.
Yeah.
This is time for a Freya run for sure. The girls they'll figure it out.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
figure it out. Absolutely.
They always do.
They're gonna have to find
always
three.
do.
They're gonna have to find three OVW women's competitors, put them all in one trench coat, and then
That
they can
works.
take on Freya.
They
Use
already
brain.
have that. It's Lovely Miss Larkin and all of her personality.
That is didn't work well for them this week.
Not this
That's
time
fair.
around.
Brian Hines, since you are our resident Jay De Niro expert, do you mind talking to us about this next match, please?
All right. So this next match, Jay De Niro, accompanied at the ring by his son, Tommy Boy De Niro.
Real son. That
yeah.
blows my mind.
Yeah, honest to God. Against somebody that we don't see a whole lot on OVW, and that is Tommy Mars.
Maybe second time we've seen him.
No
third,
more than third.
Third at the most.
Third at the most.
Yeah.
Good look. A little silly. Seems like.
He's from Paradise City, right?
Oh, is he? That's funny.
Yeah.
Seems like seems like he might have like missed his golden opportunity to be the
40 years ago,
the third person in Loud and Lawless.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Oh yeah.
They need a bass player.
But I like him. He's a couple times I've seen him have been, he's serviceable. I don't mind to see him on television. I think he's got a good look. I think he's fine. There's just like a lot of rock and roll guys in OVW, and like then Tommy Mars kind of comes along, and he's basically filling Ryan Von Rocket's role right now.
Who's out on tour?
But he's not Ryan Von Rocket.
No.
I believe we have a term for this here on the podcast.
I'm not going to say it, but you go ahead.
I believe that would make Tommy Mars the Ryan Von Rocket we have at home.
That is correct. That is your phrase. I will not steal it, but that is about the way it looks.
Or dollar store, whichever one you find less offensive, I suppose. Our dollar store Ryan Von Rocket.
We have
about
it home.
equal.
We have it home. I mean, dollar store is like actually that's
That's
like
low,
that.
yeah. But he is definitely the Ryan Von Rocket we
where
have
you
at
go
home.
to get whales instead of goldfish is the dollar store. Okay, and just in case anybody's wondering, whales are the better cheddar cheese snack cracker.
Whales.
Whales. Oh, if you like goldfish, whales are like goldfish except for poor kids, and they're much better. They're amazing.
But are they bigger?
No, they're about the same size.
That's really
Really? I would think that if we're talking whales and goldfish, if the goldfish is like this big, the whale would have. You'd have to like put one of them in your trunk and then invite your friends over, and everybody kind of like breaks this one giant cheddar whale cracker.
That's a great idea. Just one big, giant cheddar cracker.
Yeah.
That's a whale.
Why not?
Snack chips are not to scale.
Yeah. I like that.
Just put this giant
Where
cheddar.
can you go get that?
Put this giant cheddar cheese cracker
I wonder if
whale
you
on
can
top
get
of
it
your
at Jungle
car.
Gyms.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, if you can't get it at Jungle Gyms, it doesn't exist.
Next time you're at Jungle Gyms, go to the cheddar cheese snack cracker section and see what you can
if you
find.
can-
I
Probably
might
five.
actually go this weekend.
Please do. Please do. Take pictures.
I plan on going back to Ohio. I don't know if I'll make it all the way to Cincinnati for a trip to Jungle Gyms, but if I do, I will let you know in advance and we can scout some things out.
Yeah, and if you do, let me know. I'll cash app you. You can hit that beer section.
Yeah, I'll definitely scout that out
Yeah.
and see what they've got on clearance.
I'll send
because
you like $30. Just buy whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like at Jungle Gyms, $30, and the discount beer is like 400 beers. So
You could literally buy like a quarter of a pallet of beer for $30 if you catch them on the right day. Yeah,
And OVW will be there in November, folks.
that's right.
We've said it already. I've said it, but we're kind of trying to get back on track here. Love Tommy Boy De Niro. Love the Jay De Niro package now. Think it fleshes him out a lot. Think it gives him a lot more to do. And honestly, I was a little concerned when Jay went solo, where he was going to fall on the card, how he was going to fall on the card. I think the package is all there now. The look
Nailed
is
it.
there. The package is all there. His friggin' corkscrew elbow drop.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Coolest thing I've seen.
nice.
Well, actually, second coolest thing this episode of OVW. First coolest thing, Rachel Lay's pin on Angelica Risk. I mean, come on. But I
Yeah,
mean,
that was pretty dope.
but
yeah.
Jay, close second with this corkscrew elbow drop.
Elbow. It's
Let's watch this
disgusting.
clip first of here's our friend Tommy trying to get over on our good friend Jay. I don't
Looks like
think
he's in
this
Steel
worked.
Panther.
Oh yeah, he took a moment to do the pelvic thrust and it worked against him.
Could have done without that. That's a deduction.
Side slam from Jay De Niro here.
Here, let's see him do the pelvic thrust again. Here it comes.
Really?
I also liked Angelica Risk's version of this better too.
Did you like Stephen Steele's version of the?
I
Pelvic
like
thrust?
everything Stephen Steele does.
Yeah, me too.
He is fantastic.
He's 169% of what I want out of a professional wrestler.
Oh, and baby, people were so ready to cheer Stephen Steele like he was a straightforward babyface at that Courtesy Acura show.
Oh, they just did. So did they did at the Manchester too.
No, the people like
Yeah.
it's. Well, he's undeniably charismatic.
Oh,
like
yeah.
he's undeniably likable.
Like freakishly so.
And so obviously when you have that quality and maybe people don't watch the show every week, I can see why Stephen Steele's getting cheered as a face by people that don't watch the show every week. But I think I think most of those people at Manchester watch the show. I think most of those people at Courtesy Acura watch the show. I think people are just ready to cheer for Stephen Steele, and they won't accept that he's a quote unquote heel. And honestly, I'm right there with him. I'm not going to accept Stephen Steele.
People were loving him at the Manchester show.
yeah.
That 5-on-5 was outstanding.
That
And
match was-
he stole the show.
He sure did.
At points.
If you are loving Stephen Steele, do check out our interview from last Monday with Stephen Steele in our YouTube feed and in our audio podcast feed.
That's right, baby doll.
We'll talk about Stephen Steele more in a moment.
Let's
though.
get to that corkscrew finish from
We
Jay
just,
De Niro.
didn't we just see it?
No, we saw
Oh
him
yeah,
do the-
let's see it.
Yeah, here it is.
This one, I raised my
Big
eyebrows
boot.
on this one.
Me too.
I was like, wait, what?
Straighten the tie.
I had to double tap to
yeah.
rewind 10 seconds. You know?
Oh yeah, that's not, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good.
Here,
That's
let's
good
look
stuff.
at it again. Well, I got to go back farther than that to look at it again. Jesus, that man turned in 14 different directions. At once.
Whoever's in charge of the cuts, that was such a good.
That's our good friend
Like,
Daniel
the
Bryan.
frames were great. Like,
Not Daniel Bryan. That's a
What?
different dude.
That's a deduction.
Yeah, it should be. I earned that
And
one.
Brian Danielson, please.
Yeah.
Neither one of those people are who I was talking about, but it's fine.
No, the Jay De Niro thing is picking up a lot of momentum for me. Our one main event, tag team match. I think Tiny Brian predicted this last week. Cash Daniel and Donovan Cecil versus T-Rex, Thomas Tiberius Rex, and Jack Vaughn.
this,
Go ahead.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
This was just no other way to put it. It was a meaty match. Like it was just that. Those guys are they're just fantastic. I mean, not just the talent, but again the look thing.
Yeah.
When they're meant to be here. I mean, those guys could all go win any strongman competition.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I mean you have like 4 actual just like specimens in this match.
Yes.
Donovan Cecil, Kentucky's strongest man, you know, pro college football player. Cash Daniel looks like he's carved out of a mountain. College
to play
football player.
linebacker. Meant to. He was born to be a linebacker.
Yeah. No, Thomas Tiberius Rex is tall and massive and light on his feet, and then Jack Vaughn is the vet. Like Jack Vaughn's tall, like, and he's also like the best wrestler. Like, he's the best wrestler. Like, he's the best wrestler probably in the company. Like,
And best wrestler, best mustache.
yeah. So this was a great match. I will say here at the outset, the best Cash Daniel performance to date.
Yes.
The best
Agreed.
Cash Daniel
Agreed.
performance to date.
Agree.
Say that at the outset. Also, Donovan, I'm loving whatever you're doing, man. I'm loving whatever you're doing. I'm loving you with just the shorts on. I'm loving the ponytail. I'm loving the big Misawa energy that you're giving. Just Donovan, please do me a favor. Just go back and watch like all of All Japan from 1994. Just go back and watch all of All Japan from 1994, and just do Misawa. You're already like 75% of the way there. You're athletic like the way that he was. You're hard hitting the way that he was. You can do some of the things that just for me, be a video game character and just do Misawa stuff for me, please.
I need to do my research on that.
Oh, dude, I'll send you a badge.
Oh, please.
I'll send you
yeah.
a badge.
Please do.
Oh, yeah, he will.
Yeah. Please.
He surely will. Welcome.
Send me random matches all the time.
Welcome to
Oh,
the,
dude,
welcome to the
I
family,
will.
Brian.
Thank you.
Seriously.
No, thank you.
Let's see some clips from this, shall we?
Please.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Donovan, I had to get the first meeting of these two clipped out.
Double chop to the chest.
Donovan trying to handle
He is insane.
Thomas, but Thomas ain't gonna have it.
Yeah, just cut him off
He
right
caught
at the
him.
pass.
Cash
Donovan's new gear's looking great, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's flashy.
Again, Misawa.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say here? I loved the angle where Jack Vaughn isn't looking for a tag, and then the moment he gets tagged in, he immediately like goes and tags back out.
Yeah.
like
Hits him with one move and then comes and like, okay, I'm done.
yeah. Jack Vaughn being
The Jack
a
Vaughniest.
pussyfoot is so funny. Like,
Which is funny because it's ironic because he's wearing Macho Man inspired trunks, and this is the exact opposite of what Macho Man Randy Savage would do. He's got the 3 stars on the front.
yeah.
I think he even wore that color
Yeah.
for a little bit. But, not wanting to have any part in this tag match is the exact opposite of that, and that irony was not lost on me.
I also love the story happening on the other side of the ring, which is Cash Daniel, for all of his gumption, basically, has it in his head like, oh, no, I'm belly to back in Thomas Tiberius Rex.
Whether he likes it or not.
I'm belly to back in this guy. And then he finally gets it, and you're like, oh, that's going to be it. That's the pin. And then T-Rex kicks out. And I'm just like, where else can this match go?
Yeah.
Where else can this match go? Because this was a great tag team match, a great main event. All of these guys were great. One of Donovan's best performances, without a doubt, Cash Daniel's best performance. Yeah. Once he finally got that belly-to-belly suplex, though, I felt like a genuine sense of relief. I was like, oh, maybe Cash Daniel, maybe he can do this thing.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm buying, like I'm legitimately buying into the story. Like I'm like, no, he's gonna be just fine. He's gonna make it happen.
He's making it work.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and see our finish here. Not only was Cash Daniel getting a belly to back suplex on Thomas Tiberius Rex a surprise, I think that this was also a surprise here.
Jack Vaughn thinks he's got Cash Daniel where he wants him. Goes into the ropes. Donovan.
1, 2, 3. Look at that.
And there he is.
As we're talking kind of about Cash Daniel, the character's growth, this moment right here was huge for Cash Daniel's growth. Because up until this point, we've always wanted to see him kind of get like the flashy victory, the flashy win.
Yep.
He's finally learned enough about wrestling to just go for the small package.
To locate the shortcut.
Yeah, you got to.
I love how Jack Vaughn was completely surprised, almost as surprised as Adam Revolver was the first time he beat Cash Daniel.
Yep. No,
Just the look of shock on his face.
I want to see more of that, and I want to see Donovan doing Masawa. That's what I want to see, and the Aldo. I want to see the Aldo too. All right, we open hour 2 with an in-ring sketch, an in-ring talking segment, where Stephen Steele, our Rush Division champion, 179 pounds of gold.
69.
No, 69. He's 169 pounds.
Oh, plus the 10
With
pounds.
plus
10
gold.
pounds of gold, baby. 10 pounds of gold. He brings Linda Kay. When Linda Kay comes out, he keeps calling her Lola, which is funny. He definitely got, if you listen to our interview he kept doing it, like, to the point where I felt stupid, because I was like, no, dude, her name's Linda. She's on overdrive.
He totally gaslit us during that interview and almost made us believe that her name really was Lola, even though we know better.
That's why he's so
You
great.
know
He plays the part so well. Like
Yeah.
the character is so good.
Yeah.
He makes you question like,
Yeah.
my logic's wrong here. He's right. Like I'm the one wrong here.
Yeah, I finally just had to swat him off after I realized what he was doing. I was like, get out of
No,
here.
he's a great troll.
Get out of here.
Master troll.
No,
Yeah.
he's so fantastic, man. And like Linda's gotten very, very comfortable with these kind of segments. I think it's really great, and she had a wonderful dance partner here in Stephen Steele. Like she just did. She had a wonderful, wonderful dance partner in the segment with Stephen Steele. One of the funniest things I think I've ever heard in a wrestling promo is the math of I beat 25 people because I won a scramble match.
Yeah.
Like.
For a second, I was like,
Yeah, you're like,
kind of right.
You're like,
he has that like mind trick when he speaks, a Jedi mind trick when he speaks.
Yeah.
yeah, you're like, if you carry the one, he's right. You know? Then we kind of see all the stuff with Steven and Linda is great. All the stuff with Steven and Lola is great. Sorry, I got it right. Then I think that we saw I wasn't surprised when the Rush Division emptied out of the locker room to confront Stephen Steele. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of stuff like this. The Rush Division is a place where you have big multi-man matches. And Stephen Steele is giving the Rush Division the perfect reason to have these kind of matches every single week and just have Stephen continue to squeak out victories.
My God. Yeah.
I don't want to see Stephen Steele in a one-on-one defense of this championship for like 2 more months.
Yeah, just keep throwing the whole locker
Yeah.
room and whole rest of the division.
Yeah, there's too much fun to be had to resort to just a singles match.
Yep.
And any amount of chaos that draws one Alleluia Snow out from gorilla position to talk to the crowd makes me happy.
Yeah, so we see all the Rush division come out, and then we see Al come out. Stephen Steele does the perfect, he's right behind me, isn't he?
Yeah, I've got a little bit of that
was
if you want to see it.
Let's see it.
Please.
Guys,
This is a motley crew here.
for you to beat 5. Let's have that Rush Division title on the line, and let's do it right now.
Wait,
Ring
what?
the bell.
Do what? No! Well, all right, Stephen Steele, we're going to have us.
I love when they come out and confront him. He's able to keep talking as he's backing out of the ring, but when he gets hit with the reality that he's going to have to face all 5 of these guys, that's when you can tell that he has finally realized that not only did he step in it, he slipped and he's about to bust his ass.
Yep.
And this was kind of the story, the match that I expected, at least for a little bit. The rest of the 5 guys spend a majority of the time arguing or beating up on Stephen Steele. And then it seems like there's a little bit of a miscommunication. There's like one moment where this breaks, and then it's once the hole is in the dam, the whole dam comes crashing down. There's a moment where J.J. Lawson is in the corner beating up Stephen Steele, and Jake Painter removes J.J. Lawson so that he can go after Stephen Steele. And that's kind of the moment that this match starts to fall apart for the Rush division.
They both end up climbing up there together, right?
I'm sorry.
They both end up climbing on the to get at Stephen Steele together.
Well, no, this is very early in the
this
match.
is early.
This is
Okay.
very early. This is kind of when people start attacking each other. It's
Yeah,
kind of when they start
turning on themselves.
taking their eye off the ball, basically. And that's what the story of this match becomes. If the Rush division could keep their egos in check, maybe work together as a team a little bit more, or just stop letting Stephen Steele make them so mad that they start making stupid decisions, then one of them would be the champion right now.
Yeah.
Very fair.
But they all started attacking each other. It all fell apart, and Stephen Steele, smartly so, just sat and waited for an opportunity. He sees the big superplex spot. He lets the superplex happen. He literally pushes people out of the way to get the pin.
Would you like to see that?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
That was very savvy from Stephen Steele.
See, here they come.
Savage.
Yes.
Superplex time any second now.
A triple decker superplex.
And Stephen Steele, again, if a single one of these guys had not taken their eyes off the prize,
Oh, my.
this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just utter chaos.
This is where they
And here
fight
he comes.
amongst themselves.
Oh,
He-
my God.
And he
he
just
pushes
falls
everybody
on him.
through. Yeah.
Just collapses.
No.
As a man of size, I can tell you, I understand that impulse to just collapse occasionally.
See, this is like what you said with Cass Daniel, where as you become a wrestler, great wrestler, you got to learn. Like, you just got to take what you can get. Let someone else do the work.
Yeah.
Find your opportunity and take it. That's what he's been doing.
And it's been great, and
It's been great.
I don't want to ever see it go away. I really don't. I want to preserve the Stephen Steele runs as it has been so far in Amber, just so I can like put it on a shelf and refer back to it whenever I'm having a bad day. We are all in agreement sitting in this room. Stephen Steele is
He's
one of the best things on television.
Yes.
Not just wrestling television, not just OVW. One of the best things on
All
broadcast television.
on the airwaves.
Period.
Yep.
So I want to tuck this back and get your all's opinion. I brought this up last week, I think. Does Stephen Steele still kind of puts me in mind a little bit of one Buzz Backlund from last year? Undeniable character, undeniable charisma.
Wow, yeah. Rush
completely
Division champion.
Rush Division champion. Somehow completely different presentation, but somehow exactly the same presentation. Because when he came for his interview here, tell me that you don't have some feelings looking back on that Buzz Backlund interview, the overwhelming nature of that 19-year-old kid who came in here and just owned our set.
I like Stephen
It
Steele.
is and it isn't.
I like Stephen Steele more because he didn't take my last cigarette.
Well, yeah, Buzz did take your last smoke, but I
Threw it-
feel like
threw it
Stephen
in the
Steele's
trash.
the kind of the antithesis of that at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird for me because he has a lot of those Backlund qualities that we saw 1 year ago, in a very very much different form.
He fills the same niche, but he does it in a completely different way.
Yeah, and it's just quite simply put, they don't make kids, people, adults, with charisma like Stephen Steele and like Buzz Backlund. like the quality that they have is an inherent one, and it's something they were born with. It's not something that can be taught to them. They're just two inherently very charismatic, very likable, very easy to watch people. And on top of that, two great characters. Two completely different characters, but Buzz Backlund was a great character, and Stephen Steele's a great character as well.
What is the Dusty Rhodes comment as far as that goes? Whatever it is, you've got it, and you couldn't give it away if you tried?
Yeah,
Something to that effect?
I was also thinking of the Dusty Rhodes quote, "My hiney's just a little big, my belly's just a little too big, but brother, I am bad, and they know I'm bad."
Well, yeah, that too. That also applies.
That's all, you know. And
Points.
I think Stephen Steele embodies that right now. All right. Match 7. Leo Fox, your boy.
Yeah.
How happy were you happy to see Leo Fox
Oh,
back?
I was thrilled. I was glad to see him. Actually, he sent me a message a few weeks ago, and he said that I'll be seeing you guys soon enough, or you'll be seeing me soon enough. And he was on Overdrive last week. Mm-hmm. Good to see him back.
Yeah.
Great to see him back.
I agree.
Got to see him on Rise this week, taking on Eric Surge, no less.
That's a good spot
That
on
is a
your return back.
Fantastic spot to be in upon your return.
One thing I did notice that I don't think it's worth splitting hairs for, but it's in reference to an ongoing conversation on this podcast. I did notice that it said Leo Fox, The Revolution.
Did it really?
But it did not play the Revolution music. I think I'm going to chalk that up to oversight.
Mm-hmm. Just an old Chiron.
Yeah.
And then the announce team did actually go to the point of saying, well, certainly with Crixus, they mentioned, Crixus was never really committed to the Revolution, as Brian mentioned. It was personally this week.
From this point on in the program to the end of the program, we've got former Revolution members, Leo Fox. We've got Crixus. We've got Shotgun Tony Gunn. Who am I missing? Anybody else?
Not
Does
from
that cover it?
Well, Jamin, technically.
Well, yeah. Well, no.
Jamin was in he was in a video.
He made their music. Let's not forget.
Yeah, no, Jamin was in the Revolution. Remember when they took his mask off, and we hadn't been watching OVW enough to know who he was, and then there were people in the audience that were like, "Holy shit, Jamin's back!"
Okay, well, when it comes to storytelling, this is where I feel like the story that was told this week was a lot different than what we had seen over the course of the last year.
I agree.
It was as far as the Revolution is concerned. As far as we can tell, this is that was the last gasp of the Revolution, the last pay-per-view, I believe.
I believe you're right. I just wanted to mention it just because it's part of an ongoing conversation.
Yeah. This is Battleborn Leo Fox, who's, they talk about how he served his country in the army, and which is true. He did, but the narrative 6-8 months ago was completely different. He was a war profiteer who was out for his own best interests, and that is not the case anymore. And that also comes into play later on when we see the main event match. But I just thought that aspect was interesting, how the commentary team kind of edited on the fly in the middle of this whole entire story, and now everybody kind of seems to appear a little bit different.
And there are, honestly, fewer people that stand to gain more from the dissolution of the Revolution, I didn't mean to rhyme, than Leo Fox.
Yeah.
Like, Leo Fox can be a singles guy now in the way that we haven't been able to see him be a true singles guy in OVW yet, and I'm looking forward to that.
I am too.
I loved this match. I thought it was a great spot for Leo Fox's return. I think that Eric Surge continues to prove himself as a great champion with the highest belt in the entire company. I love Eric Surge's kind of Hulk up. I love Eric Surge's amalgamation of all baby faces from the past 45 years of wrestling.
Yep.
He hulks up. He comes out to the crowd and asks, "Well, what do you guys want to talk about?" Yeah. He's able to just pick and borrow all of these things from very lauded baby faces, and they don't necessarily feel as if he's doing the Hulk Hogan spot.
Yeah.
It does
It's different enough.
It's different.
Adding his own twist to a successful formula,
Right.
basically.
Well,
100%.
My favorite thing to one of my favorite things is to say good artists borrow, great artists steal outright. So,
Yeah.
and I think it proves that Surge is definitely a great professional wrestling artist. Let's see him at work, shall we?
Let's do it. Yeah, here's kind of the spot I was making reference to.
Yeah.
The eye
Leo
gouge.
Fox go for the eyes, yeah.
Owie.
The first person to really have an answer for when Eric Surge just kind of blanks out.
That was a killer move on
A little bit of an answer,
for
anyway.
Big
Leo
mistake.
Fox.
Yeah, no, 100.
A perfect response.
Super smart.
I didn't realize that he had been gone for so long because he was injured. I'm glad that he's back. His doctor, Dr. Rosen, must have cleared him.
I think this is my first time seeing him, really.
Oh, really?
At the start of 2025 is when I first started watching, so this is my first bout, really.
I
getting
got
to see
you.
him, and he was, I get why y'all are fans.
Yeah, he's an
Yeah,
impressive cat,
he
man.
tears it up, man.
He's
He tears it up.
He's an impressive cat. And, like, we got the chance to talk to him a few months ago, and more than almost anybody, I think Leo is, like, a changed person in the ring. Like, the Leo Fox that we interviewed and that we sat down with and that we talked to and that we BS'd with for an hour.
An hour? Shit. Try
Well,
two.
Yeah, you're right.
Golly. Try two.
But no, we already talked about the Aldo. Everything's out the window today.
Okay.
The change in him is so fascinating because he is a laid back guy, got jokes, loves like comedy, loves old comedy, loves new comedy, got like like good music taste, like all this stuff. None of that is there in Battleborn Leo Fox.
No.
I've not, in our time covering this at least, I've not seen someone be able to change that totally and completely more than Leo Fox.
Yeah.
So very glad to see him back. Very glad to see him back.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more, man.
Do we have any more clips from this one?
Just to finish.
Let's see it. And what does he call this? Sky high? Is that what he
Yes.
calls it?
Yep.
Sit down power bomb, delivered with authority.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it
it.
was.
It's a hell of a showing from Leo Fox, but Eric Surge, he's not the champion for nothing.
Yeah, hard to come back from that.
Mm-hmm.
You get put on your back like that.
So we have the main event here in front of us, and I will be the first one to say I didn't like the Crixus and Tony Gunn match last week. I did not like the Crixus and Tony Gunn match from Independence Rage. I really didn't. Boy, I can see what they were keeping gas in the tank for. Yeah. This was amazing.
Yeah.
This main
Yeah, it was
event
great.
was amazing, man.
great, yeah.
Like, just did everything that I had hoped that Independence Rage match would do. The story of this podcast, Brian, I know this is the first time you've ever sat down with us.
Yeah.
The story of this podcast is basically I complain about something or we complain about something, and then we give it 2 weeks, and I come on here and say, well, I was pretty stupid to complain
like-
about that. Because OVW just, when you let them breathe, man.
Yeah. When you let them work, that's real. That's a good mentality to
Yeah.
have, man. Especially that quick, to kind of be like, you know what, this was a great thing. I felt a little different about it then, but you saw the vision.
Yeah.
That's a good mindset to have about
I-
anything, really.
Tony Gunn and Crixus here just a week after that Independence Rage match. This was a completely different can of worms, baby. Tony, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. I was agreeing, yeah.
Tony Gunn looks the best he has ever since we started this podcast. I say it every week, but he keeps putting in the work, and I love it. Pulling out old finishers, pulling out old signature maneuvers. Really, really, really digging deep to try to beat Crixus here.
You want to see a little?
Equally, Crixus is a madman in this match.
Yeah.
Like, just the chemistry was off the charts. These guys did a great job finishing up this show this evening. Let's see a clip.
Sure.
See, and this is the other band behind us.
Yeah, they're playing the Seven Mary Threes.
Nice.
Crixus is on the outside of the ring, flung out to the outside of the ring by Tony Gunn. Big time splash in the corner there.
Oh, yeah.
Shades of '88 Sting from Crixus here.
That's a good analogy. Yeah.
and Tony Gunn's still Tony Gunn. He's still where Tony Gunn's even in the shorts here, the briefs here. When's the last time we saw Tony Gunn in briefs?
What's his usual attire? Just long
jeans,
pants,
yeah.
jeans?
Long
Oh, Lord,
pants,
that
yeah.
sounds so uncomfortable.
But I think we're seeing this is obviously them, not only by the way that Tony Gunn was presented here with the briefs, some of the moves Tony Gunn was pulling out, shades of old school Tony Gunn. They're letting us know Tony Gunn's undergoing a change right now. And I love to see that. I really, really like. This match was the perfect main event for this episode.
Yeah, and it was a great opportunity to kind of, I guess, for lack of a better term, celebrate the fall of the Revolution.
Oh,
and
I love
now
that.
everything, now that the dust has settled and everything is kind of shaken out, we're getting back to some of the classics. We're getting to see classic Shotgun Tony Gunn, throwback elements in this match. We're getting to see the old Crixus that we saw like 12, 15 months ago, where like right before he got injured, and then when he came back from the injury, right before he joined the Revolution, like right when he won the title. That level of charisma.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%, man. No, I love everything that you just said. This match is a celebration of the last year in these guys' career, the Revolution, and the end of it.
Yeah,
I love where your head's at on that, Brian Hines. That was great. We were watching this before we went on, and we kind of had to rewind the ending of the match, though. It was a little. I didn't quite get it at first. Had to rewind it and got it. We ended this match in a double countout.
Yes,
which means we're getting more Crixus and Tony Gunn.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
And if
I do have the double count out if y'all want to take a look at what happens
if you had
here.
told me again, if you told me last week I was gonna get 3 weeks, like, oh god, I got to see another Crixus Tony Gunn match, I wouldn't have been very happy. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Yeah. Yes, please.
See, there's the look at Tony.
Smart stuff from Tony
Just
Gunn
smiling.
here. Crixus is about to get back in the ring to break the count out.
And he stops him.
Tony Gunn grabs his ankle. I don't know that I've ever seen that spot before. I loved it. I thought it was inspired.
Yeah, here it is. See, won't let him up. And then Daniel's counting him out.
That was it. That was a good spot.
Yeah, double count out. That means that the match is over.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that people are just kind of like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you next time. No. People are still upset.
And I didn't know that the feud that was going to basically be, borrowing from your phrase, the send-off party for the Revolution, I didn't know that the feud was going to be Crixus and Tony Gunn. Kind of didn't see it coming at all.
No.
I'm 100% on board after this match.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm 100% on board after this match. And the finish, the double countout, I thought it was better than any pin could have been.
Yeah, because you're for sure that one of these guys is going to pull it out. And for the most part, it looked like Shotgun Tony Gunn had Crix's number last Thursday.
I agree.
But,
Crixus
Crixus being the
underneath
Scottish
a lot.
War Machine, even if he is fighting from underneath, that he's never going to give up. And you think that, Shotgun Tony Gunn has got this one in the bag, or you think that Crixus is going to be able to battle back and take the win. Well, you're both wrong.
I also loved kind of like the big-time tweener energy from both of them. Last week, I thought it was pretty apparent that Crixus was playing a little more babyface, and Tony was playing a little more heel. I think that these guys are a lot more. I can't tell which one is which. Yeah. Tony Gunn's doing babyface stuff. So is Crixus. And then they're both also doing heel stuff.
I think that's some of the best storylines in wrestling. Usually, when it's just lines are so blurred like that, where everyone's motives are like, there's not really a good or bad guy here because they're both doing their own thing. And no, that's great. I like the storytelling when they go that route.
I do too. And I think we've got a nice little proper feud on our hands with two of the biggest stars in the company, and that's always a good problem to have. Double count out. So we'll see more of this. I don't think we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we'll see a match, a one-on-one match for another little bit, but these guys are going to be in each other's hair for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We end the evening with an address from our new heavyweight champion, Kal Herro. Kal Herro comes out to the ring, microphone in hand, belt in hand, and honestly, this is what needed to happen. It's been a while since Kal has had one-on-one time with the audience, whether it be at home or in Davis Arena. It's been, and no better time to give Kal Herro a microphone than when he finally became heavyweight title holder. Mm-hmm. It's been a long time coming for Kal Herro. We got legit WWE Hall of Famers coming and saying, congratulations, Kal Herro. Mm-hmm. We got Matt Cardona coming and saying, Kal Herro, I might come for that title. Mm-hmm. Like, Kal Herro winning this title is a big deal for him, and it's going to be a big deal for Ohio Valley Wrestling. I thought that this kind of promo was everything that it needed to be, kind of sweet, address to the crowd. Cal's best promo in ages and ages and ages. And then, of course, the inevitable interruption from Jamin Olivencia. Jamin Olivencia says congratulations and then challenges him for a match August 17th, OVW Fight Night. And that's how we end the show here. Mm-hmm. Any final thoughts, guys?
Yeah, man. Kal, I'm still pretty new to him. I haven't seen him a whole lot, and especially haven't heard him. I haven't heard him on the mic yet. When I did hear him, I was watching it earlier. I was finishing up work, and sometimes when you hear someone on the mic addressing the audience, and say you're not really looking at the TV, no sight, just sound. It just you can sometimes hear they just kind of got it. He had that connection, it sounded like, with people, and the crowd loved him. And I was like, he just the way he spoke, I'm like, yeah, he needs to talk more. Yeah, I don't know if he has been recently, but no, he needs to more.
It's been a long time since he's had a big set piece like this. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not uncommon for Kal Herro to have some microphone time, but it's been a while since he's had a big set piece like this, and he really rose to the occasion. I agree.
Yeah. The biggest takeaway for me, so I watched this on Thursday Live, and he said something during this promo that made me stop and just kind of stand in front of the TV and watch. And he said, if you want this, you have to go through me, and you're not just facing Kal Herro. You are facing across from this ring the greatest version of Kal Herro this world has ever seen. And I can't think of a better way to put it than that. I don't think I've ever heard anybody put it quite that way. But in terms of putting yourself across with the crowd, I can't think of a more fitting sentiment than that.
Yeah. That was a great bar he had. Great quote. I love that.
Yeah, I thought
Thank you for bringing that up.
I was very happy with this promo, and very happy to see Kal Herro as our world heavyweight title holder. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and man, this Jamin and Kal match is gonna be the real deal Holyfield when it happens at Fight.
Oh, I already know how you feel about that. You wanted that to begin with, but the fact that you get it your birthday weekend, for crying out loud.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's go, baby.
It's a treat.
All right. So, Brian, Allen, thanks for joining us this week.
Oh, thank you so much.
We hope to have you back as soon as possible, man.
Of course.
I hope that you had fun.
Dude.
I think that you did. I think you did awesome, man.
No, thank you so much.
I promise that next time we will not talk about
Aldo's.
Aldo's.
You can talk about anything with me. I'm always open for most things. Open for most things. But no, thank you so much for the compliment. And thank you all again for just having me.
No, man.
Our pleasure, man.
Yeah.
Door is open anytime.
No, dude, I'll be here as much as I can. I promise, dude. It's too cool. I mean, it's like we're hidden in a bunker almost around. Oh, this is cool.
And there's a garage band.
Yeah, and there's a band behind us. All this cool merchandise from something we're covering that we love. And the equipment is awesome. And you all have been great, Malachi and Brian back there helping us out. Setting me up, too. Thank you for the share.
He's over on your side there. You don't got to point back here.
Oh, that is fair. But thank you, though, for real.
I guess we went long, but, man, I had a lot of fun. Brian, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
we want to thank Ohio Valley Wrestling, OVW, for all of the clips. For all of us here at the unofficial podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling, the OVW podcast. My name is Jackman Oaks.
I'm Brian Hines.
This is Brian Allen. For Tiny Brian K. Woodard, for P.S. Woodard, we are out. Love ya. See ya.